Peaceful Hercules back here with another video, and I'm glad to be back here once more with you guys. Today's a beautiful day. I went to the gym, got my workout in, came back relaxed, and I'm just working on some of my YouTube and podcasting things. So just trying to keep you guys relevant in the loop. Keep up for my podcast that drops every Friday. New podcast coming soon once I find some more guests and finish tuning and edit some more episodes. I'll be dropping a new podcast for you guys shortly. But yeah, I'm glad to be back here with you guys again today. Today, while I was on the phone with my mother, we talked about a few different things, but the thing I wanted to bring to the channel was betting on yourself and you know, asking yourself the question of when are you going to start to take yourself seriously. So for myself, a lot of times that stopped me with this YouTube and it stopped me with the podcast, and I didn't have the followers I wanted. I didn't have the equipment that I seen everybody else using. You know, my editing skills weren't as good as everybody else, so I kind of still do bring basic level videos, but I had to learn to operate within my skill set, right? I had to learn that there's, you know, strong points and weak points. I'm good at disseminating information. I'm good at getting information out, but I'm not so good at making it enticing, the clickbait, you know, things of that nature. But I've learned when you begin a new craft or you begin a new, you know, you start yourself on a different journey, there's things that you have to learn and you have to go through certain growing pains when on that path, but that shouldn't deter you from stopping you from doing your goal. Like, and I was very spotty with YouTube in the beginning, very spotty with podcasting and things of that nature. So I only really have myself to blame for the things not growing in the level in which I wanted them to grow at. But here I am today, still pursuing it, trying to my best to drop videos every Tuesday and every Thursday, trying my best to drop an episode every Friday for my podcast. So a lot of it is betting on yourself. Like, things are out there for grabs. Like, if you say you want it, you can have it. Why can't you do it? It's just a matter of you putting your foot forward and getting started by doing it, right? It's not going to look the best. It's not going to sound the best. It's not even going to be your best product, but it's something that you have, and your quality will get better the more you do things, right? So with this, it's always going to be a quality versus quality versus quantity type situation. But other things in life, it may not be this way. You dig what I'm saying? So for me, this was just the example that I've deployed to get me to places that I wanted to get to in my life. So, and I'm glad to be doing this because it makes me feel good to know that I'm helping people, and it also makes me feel better because this is sort of like my therapy. This is how I talk to people. You know what I'm saying? This is how I communicate how I'm feeling and talk about life lessons and things that I've approached in my life. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to bet on yourself and get started. Like, I just bought this new camera over here in the corner, which you're going to start using for my live podcast when I do my interviews and things like that. Order new microphones. Like, it's not the best equipment. It's not the best stuff that everyone else is using, but I have to start somewhere, grow my following, find my niche in it, because I may think, you know, I like this mental health thing, but maybe there might be a call for something else, or maybe I might use this channel to do some different things or draw some light and attention to other areas and avenues. So just being open to learning into the process and just enjoying the process of doing this, of making videos, recording them, editing them, chopping them up, putting them together, and putting it out for you guys to see. So, but it wouldn't have started if I didn't bet on myself, or I didn't take myself serious enough to be like, hey, you know, I really have something here. I really can do this thing. Because a lot of times we'll get caught up saying we're going to do something, saying we're going to start something, and then we never get started. Or we started, it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, so then we just stopped altogether. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, you're never gonna be great at something in the beginning unless you're just a natural skill for you. You're gonna have to go through those growing pains. You're gonna have to go from worse to decent to good to the better to the best. But that only happens if you stick with it. You dig what I'm saying? So when I learned to bet on myself and to get myself going, there was nothing that could stop me once I got started. I now listen to what people have to say. So, you know, it's a little bit choppy, or you're a little too monotone, or you don't move enough, and things of that nature. The videos don't look good, or the audio is the problem. I take heed to those messages, and then I improve as I go forward. But I just had to start. But you can't start unless you bet on yourself, right? And put yourself in the position to win. You dig what I'm saying? I was talking to one of my friends, and she's thinking about going back to school. And, you know, I was telling her, don't be afraid to be too old. You're never too old to learn something new. And she's like, well, I don't know if I think I'm going to do something else. Why cheat yourself out of something that has always been your dream because you think you can't do it? The worst thing that you can do in this lifetime is try something. And would you rather live your life saying, hey, I tried to pursue this thing that I thought was my goal, right, that I thought was my purpose, I didn't quite get it? Or would you be like, oh, I just played the safe route. I picked an alternative to what I really wanted to do. I was successful in that, but you're always going to have that life of what if. And I try to live my life not really having many what ifs. And I don't do anything crazy or drastic. But as far as living my life and taking my life in a better direction and being able to put myself in a position to win so I could provide for my family later on in life, then I'm going to do it by any means necessary and become the best at it through work. Right? Some things are God-given talent. Some things you have to work on. This is one of the things you have to work on. Right? So don't be scared to start on yourself. Don't be scared to bet on yourself. Don't be scared to try something new and stick with it. Right? So take that with you on today. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Peace.